Have you ever scrolled through your contacts or Instagram followers and suddenly realized that despite having hundreds of friends online, you have no one to call at 2 in the morning when the world feels like it's falling apart? We live in the most connected era in human history, yet we are the loneliest generation. We've mastered the art of liking, but we've forgotten how to build deep connections. Why does finding a true friend today feel more complicated than learning quantum physics? The first reason lies in the loss of what sociologists call third places. Your first place is your home. Your second place is school or work. A third place is a space where you spend time just for the sake of it: cafes, libraries, hobby clubs, or parks where people cross paths without a specific business goal. In the past, friendship was born in these zones thanks to the proximity effect. You saw the same people every day, and friendship emerged naturally through shared context. Today, our third places have become digital, but a like under a post doesn't replace a shared experience. We only see the polished facade of others' lives, but friendship requires the messy, real, and filtered moments. The second barrier is our own brain and the fear of vulnerability. Friendship requires risk. To become close to someone, you have to open up, which means giving that person the power to hurt or reject you. In a world obsessed with perfection, being vulnerable is terrifying. We're afraid of being too pushy, too weird, or cringe. It's easier to stay in the safe zone of surface-level small talk than to take the first step and suggest hanging out. We wait for friendship to just happen like it did in childhood, but adult friendship isn't an accident, it's a conscious decision to be open. Speaking of childhood, why was it so much easier back then? Because we had forced proximity. School created conditions where you were forced to spend 6 hours a day with the same people. You had common enemies, exams, common victories, and a sea of free time. Adult life destroys this structure. Now, every contact has to be scheduled. Friendship has turned into a logistical nightmare. Let's text next Tuesday if I'm not too tired. We've started treating relationships as transactions if they don't bring instant gratification or utility. We let them go. Another sneaky factor is the paradox of choice. Social media gives us the illusion that there are billions of potential friends out there. This makes us overly picky. Why work on a relationship with this person, despite their quirks, when I see hundreds of perfect people on TikTok who would definitely understand me? We search for a soulmate who matches our interests 100%. But friendship isn't about finding a mirror image of yourself. It's about the ability to accept another person with all their flaws. By waiting for the ideal, we end up alone. It's crucial to understand that friendship is an investment of time, which is the one thing we never seem to have enough of. Studies show it takes about 50 hours of shared time to become casual acquaintances and over 200 hours to become close friends. That is a massive resource. Most people give up at our 20 because they didn't feel a spark or simply got buried in work. We want deep intimacy without putting in the months of shared boredom, random conversations, and showing up during the hard times. We want fast food friendship, but real relationships are a slow-cooked process. Then there's the spotlight effect. We are so fixated on how we look in the eyes of others that we forget to actually look at others. You think, they haven't texted me, I guess they aren't interested. Meanwhile, they are thinking, they haven't texted me, they must be too busy for me. As a result, two lonely people sit in different rooms, both waiting for the other to make the first move. That silencing your demons isn't always a sign of being unwanted. It's often a sign of a collective fear of rejection. So, what do we do about it? First, realize that friendship is a skill, not luck. It's a muscle you have to train. You need to become the person who makes the first move. Invite someone for coffee not because you need something, but just to find out how they are actually doing. Second, lower your expectations. Your friend doesn't have to be your clone. Differences in opinion are what make communication interesting. Third, bring back rituals. Friendship thrives on repetition. A weekly movie night, playing Minecraft every Friday, or Sunday walks. These small things create the fabric of a relationship. Without context, friendship dies. Don't wait for a special moment to text. Text now. Send a meme. Ask about that thing they mentioned a week ago. Show them that you remember. That is the fuel for connection. Finally, remember that being lonely is normal, but staying in that state out of pride or fear is a choice. The world is huge, and in it are thousands of people who, just like you, are staring at their screens right now wishing for a real conversation. They are just as afraid of looking weird. They are just as tired of waiting for someone to text first. Be that someone. Your best friend might be just one message away. You just have to be brave enough to send it. Friendship isn't found. It's built. It's hard, sometimes boring, and sometimes painful work, but it's the most important work of your life. Don't let your best years pass by in the silence of the waiting room. Reach out.